Ever feel like school just wasn't for you? But big ideas, those really got you thinking. You're not alone.
Absolutely not.
Today, we're going deep on Albert Einstein.
Okay.
Yeah, the crazy hair guy, but we're going way past that.
Right.
We've got excerpts from a biography,
Oh, nice.
and let me tell you, there's a lot more to him than the image.
Yeah.
And get this,
Okay.
it all starts with a compass
Wow.
and a kid who just couldn't stop wondering
Right.
about the unseen forces of the universe.
Yeah, that's what's so captivating about Einstein's story.
Right.
It wasn't just straight to genius.
Yeah,
His early life had some turbulence,
yeah.
family moving around because of his dad's electrical engineering business.
Okay, so picture this.
Yeah.
Germany, 1879.
Okay.
Einstein's born into a Jewish family.
Right.
They're navigating a society that's in constant change.
Yeah.
But that electrical business, it was like a spark, right?
Yeah.
Ignited his fascination with science, especially electromagnetism.
I mean, imagine young Einstein, not even in school yet,
Right.
tinkering with circuits, getting his mind blown by these
Yeah.
invisible forces.
And here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
He's 4 years old, gets a compass as a gift,
Wow.
and boom,
Uh-huh.
curiosity explodes about these unseen forces shaping the world.
Yeah.
He's devouring geometry books. But school,
Oh,
not so much
not his thing.
clashing with that structure, right?
Yeah.
He preferred to explore on his own terms.
It makes you wonder how many brilliant minds
Right.
get stifled by, traditional education.
Yeah.
That tension between natural curiosity and
Yeah.
the sometimes confining nature of school.
And you know what?
What's that?
He even renounced his German citizenship
Oh.
to dodge military service.
Wow.
Talk about marching to the beat of his own drum.
Seriously.
But this rebellious streak leads him to the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School
Oh, wow.
in Zurich, where he finally dives headfirst into physics and math.
So maybe not your typical straight A student,
Right.
but his mind was working
Yeah.
on another level.
Totally.
This brings us to 1905,
Okay.
often called Einstein's miracle year.
The miracle year?
He's not even in academia,
Yeah.
just working at the Swiss patent office.
Right.
Drops not one, not two, but 4 groundbreaking papers
For
that shake the foundations of physics.
4 revolutionary papers
Yeah.
in 1 year while reviewing patent applications.
Aha.
It's mind-boggling.
What was he cooking up in that patent office?
All right, what was he doing?
This is where it gets exciting.
Okay.
One of these papers tackles the photoelectric effect,
Uh-huh.
something that had scientists scratching their heads.
Okay.
What Einstein figured out was light.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a wave.
Okay.
It also behaved like particles,
Bicycles.
which we now call photons.
Hold on, so light's a wave and a particle.
Yeah.
That's like saying a car can be a bicycle at the same time.
It was a radical idea.
Yeah.
And it opened up this whole new world
Right.
about the nature of light and energy.
Okay.
This dual nature of light became a cornerstone of quantum mechanics,
Right.
which revolutionized physics,
Yeah.
led to inventions we use every day,
Oh, wow.
like solar panels and digital cameras.
So that's how we capture sunlight and turn it into electricity.
Yeah,
Einstein's work in action.
totally.
But wait, he published 3 other groundbreaking papers that year?
He did, yeah.
What else was he working on?
Okay, in another paper,
Yeah.
he comes up with a method for measuring the dimensions of molecules.
Okay.
This wasn't just theory.
Right.
It was concrete evidence for atoms,
Wow.
which, believe it or not, was still being debated.
Really?
think
So
we-
he's not just playing with these abstract ideas?
No,
He's giving us tools to understand the building blocks of matter.
right.
What a game changer.
Huge.
And the other 2 papers, I know one of them's the theory of relativity, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this is where Einstein really starts to mess with our
Yeah.
understanding of reality.
Yeah.
His special theory of relativity,
Okay.
published that same year,
Yeah.
challenges the assumptions of Newtonian physics,
Okay.
demonstrates that time isn't absolute.
Okay.
It's relative.
Time is relative.
Yeah.
I'm going to need help with that one.
Okay, think of it this way.
Okay.
You're on a train, moving smoothly at a constant speed, and you toss a ball straight up.
Okay.
To you, it looks like the ball goes up and down.
Yeah.
But someone standing on the platform watching the train whiz by
Yeah.
sees the ball traveling in a diagonal path.
Right.
You're both right.
Okay.
But your experience of time and space
Yeah.
is different.
Okay.
Because you're in different frames of reference.
So the way we perceive time and space
Yeah.
depends on where we are and how we're moving.
Totally.
It's like our own personal reality bubble.
Exactly. This concept of relative time, as mind-bending as it is,
Right.
has real-world implications.
Like what?
It's crucial for how GPS satellites work.
Oh, wow.
They have to account for the differences in time
Right.
caused by their motion relative to Earth.
So even using Google Maps to find a coffee shop is relying on Einstein's crazy ideas.
It is.
That's wild.
And speaking of crazy ideas,
Yeah.
this is all leading up to the most famous equation
Right.
of all
Yes,
time.
yes, see?
You got it.
Yeah.
This deceptively simple equation
Right.
revolutionized our understanding of energy and matter.
Okay.
It shows that a tiny amount of matter
Yeah.
contains an incredible amount of energy,
Right.
which opened up the possibility of nuclear energy.
Right.
For better or worse,
Okay.
something that weighed on Einstein later.
Wow. I can only imagine the conversations at the patent office.
Right.
Just reviewing some inventions. Oh, and by the way, I rewrote the laws of physics.
Just off my lunch break. It's truly remarkable. Einstein's path, anything but conventional.
Right.
And he completely transformed
Yeah.
our understanding of the universe.
Totally.
But even after this, he wasn't done.
Oh, no.
He was already grappling with how gravity fit into all of this.
Right.
A challenge that would consume him for the next decade.
So we've got a restless genius.
We do.
Groundbreaking theories, and a new mystery to solve. But, for a guy who supposedly hated school,
Right.
he sure did give the world a lot of homework.
He did, yeah.
But it's the kind of homework that keeps pushing us forward.
It is.
Expanding our understanding of the cosmos.
And that's what we'll delve into next.
Okay.
How Einstein tackled the puzzle of gravity.
Right.
And what other surprising turns his life took.
Okay.
What stands out to you so far? Anything that surprised you about this early part of Einstein's journey?
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with part 2 of our deep dive into the incredible world of Albert Einstein. Welcome back.
Back for more.
Last time, we left off with Einstein pondering how gravity fit in
Right.
with all these revolutionary theories. He had this knack for thought experiments, these imaginary scenarios, right?
Right.
That helped him explore complex ideas.
Yeah.
And one of these thought experiments, which he called his happiest thought, played a crucial role in developing his theory of gravity.
This thought experiment took place in 1907,
Okay.
while Einstein was still working at that patent office.
Right.
He imagined a man falling from a roof.
Okay. Not so happy for the man.
No, not for the man.
Good for Einstein.
Right for Einstein.
A stroke of genius.
Yeah.
So he's picturing this guy
Yeah.
plummeting towards the earth.
Yeah.
What's so insightful about that?
Einstein realized the falling man wouldn't feel his own weight.
Okay.
He'd experience weightlessness, just like astronauts floating in space.
Oh, interesting.
This led him to realize that gravity and acceleration
Yeah.
are fundamentally the same thing.
Okay.
It's what we call the equivalence principle.
So if you're free falling, whether from a roof or skydiving,
Yeah.
you're essentially experiencing
Yeah.
a kind of microgravity environment.
It is.
That's pretty wild.
It is.
It really is.
And this simple but profound insight
Yeah.
formed the bedrock of his general theory of relativity.
Okay.
But figuring out the specifics and the math,
Yeah.
that was a challenge that took another decade.
A decade.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some serious dedication to a single idea.
Yeah.
What was so tricky about figuring out this general theory of relativity?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
The special theory of relativity
Okay.
that dealt with objects moving at constant speeds.
Right.
But in the real world, things are always accelerating.
Okay.
Planets orbiting stars, objects falling to Earth, cars speeding up and slowing down.
Right.
Einstein wanted a theory of gravity that could account for all of this.
Okay.
A theory that worked everywhere in the universe.
Wow.
From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, this meant he had to completely rethink
Right.
our understanding of space and time,
Okay.
not as separate entities, but as a unified fabric called space-time.
So he was basically trying to create a whole new model of the universe,
What?
one where space and time are woven together.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but how does gravity fit into all this?
This is where it gets really mind-bending.
Okay.
Einstein's general theory of relativity says that gravity
Yeah.
isn't a force acting at a distance like we traditionally thought.
Okay.
Instead, it's the curvature of space-time itself,
Okay.
caused by mass and energy.
Right.
Imagine a bowling ball on a trampoline.
Okay.
The ball creates a dip,
Yeah.
and if you roll a marble across,
Yeah.
its path will curve around the bowling ball.
Okay. I can kind of visualize that.
Yeah.
The bowling ball is like a planet or a star, and the marble is another object orbiting it.
Exactly.
So gravity is more like a dent in the fabric of space-time,
Yeah.
and that's what causes objects to move in curved paths. Wow.
This theory, as wild as it sounds,
Yeah.
has been confirmed
Right.
by tons of experiments and observations.
Yeah.
Accurately predicts the bending of light
Yeah.
around massive objects, the shifts in the orbits of planets,
Right.
even the existence of black holes.
Black holes.
These incredibly dense regions of space-time,
Right.
where gravity is so strong, nothing, not even light, can escape.
So he wasn't just explaining the everyday world.
Yeah.
He was giving us a glimpse into these mind-blowing cosmic phenomena.
Yeah.
But developing a theory this complex, I imagine there was some pretty heavy-duty math involved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is where the role of Mileva Merrick comes in,
Okay.
Einstein's first wife.
Right?
A brilliant mathematician and physicist in her own right.
Wow.
They spent countless hours discussing scientific ideas.
Yeah.
And there's evidence suggesting she played a significant role
Okay.
in helping Einstein with the complex calculations.
So there's a chance she was kind of an unsung hero
Yep.
behind one of the most important breakthroughs of all time.
While the extent of her contributions is still debated,
Right.
it's clear they had a deep intellectual connection
Yeah.
and a shared passion
Right.
for exploring these mysteries of the universe.
It reminds us that scientific discoveries
Yeah.
are rarely the work of isolated geniuses.
Right.
They often emerge from collaboration.
Absolutely.
And the exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
It also makes you wonder about the countless other brilliant minds, especially women,
Yeah.
whose contributions might have been overlooked. Their stories deserve to be told too.
You do, yeah.
Absolutely.
Recognizing the contributions of everyone who pushes the boundaries of knowledge
Right.
is so essential.
Yeah.
And speaking of pushing boundaries,
Okay.
while Einstein was grappling with these revolutionary ideas about gravity,
Yeah.
his personal life was undergoing its own transformation.
Oh, wow.
His marriage to Mileva was coming to an end,
Okay.
and he was becoming increasingly uncomfortable with the fame
Right.
that his groundbreaking work was bringing.
So even a genius can have relationship troubles.
It happens,
It does.
but it must have been a strange experience.
Yeah.
Going from obscurity to being hailed as one of the most brilliant minds
Right.
of his time.
What a strange thing to grapple with.
It was a time of great change and turmoil for Einstein,
Yeah.
both personally and professionally.
Right.
And remember, all of this was happening
Yeah.
leading up to World War I,
Right.
a conflict that deeply disturbed him,
Yeah.
given his lifelong pacifism.
So he's grappling with a failing marriage, growing fame he didn't necessarily want,
Right.
and witnessing the horrors of war.
Yeah,
What a lot to deal with.
a lot to handle.
Yeah, it really is.
But amidst all of this, he actually finalized the general theory of relativity.
He did.
He did in 1915.
Okay.
He presented his complete theory
Wow.
to the Prussian Academy of Sciences,
Okay.
and it sent shockwaves through the scientific community. This is a theory that explained gravity
Yeah.
in a way no one had imagined.
Yeah.
A theory that predicted things like black holes
Right.
and gravitational waves,
Gravitational
ripples in the very fabric of space-time.
Those were actually detected for the first time a few years ago,
They were.
a century after Einstein predicted them.
I know, it's amazing.
It's amazing how his theories continue to be confirmed
I know.
long after his death.
It's a testament to the power of his ideas
Yeah.
and his ability to see beyond
Right.
the limitations of conventional thinking.
Totally.
But as we'll see in the next part,
Okay.
this breakthrough, as groundbreaking as it was,
Yeah.
had unintended consequences
Okay.
that deeply impacted the course of history.
Oh.
What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah.
Anything that's resonated with you?
Yeah, it's incredible how one person
Yeah.
can have such an impact,
Absolutely.
on our understanding of the universe and, just the way we think about things. I mean, it really is amazing.
It is.
We're just scratching the surface of Einstein's complex legacy.
Right, yeah.
Stay tuned for part 3,
Okay.
where we'll explore the later chapters of his life and the lasting impact of his work on the world. Welcome back to our deep dive into the life and mind of Albert Einstein. We've journeyed with him from a curious kid fascinated by a simple compass
Right.
to a groundbreaking physicist who revolutionized our understanding of the universe.
Absolutely.
But as we enter these later chapters, we find that even a mind as brilliant as Einstein's couldn't escape the complexities and shadows of history.
This period of Einstein's life is marked by this profound moral struggle.
Yeah.
He was a lifelong pacifist,
Right.
deeply troubled by violence and war.
Right.
But with the rise of Nazi Germany and the threat of World War II, he was facing this impossible dilemma.
So he's watching the world descend into chaos.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he's aware of the destructive potential of his own discoveries. That must have been an incredibly difficult position to be in.
It was a heavy burden for him to bear in 1939.
Okay.
Driven by the fear that Nazi Germany might develop atomic weapons first,
Right.
Einstein signed a letter to President Roosevelt,
Okay.
urging the United States to begin its own atomic research program.
Wow.
It was a decision that would haunt him for the rest of his life.
It's a stark reminder that even the most brilliant breakthroughs can have unintended consequences.
They can't.
And sometimes those consequences can be devastating.
Absolutely.
What was Einstein's reaction when the atomic bombs were actually used?
The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 filled him with profound sorrow and regret.
Wow.
He later said that if he had known the Nazis wouldn't succeed in building a bomb, he would never sign that letter.
It's a tragic irony.
It is.
This pacifist scientist whose work inadvertently contributed to the development of one of the most destructive weapons ever created. How did this experience shape his later years?
It fueled his commitment to peace and nuclear disarmament.
Oh.
He became an advocate for international cooperation and global governance, believing that was the only way to prevent future atrocities.
So he didn't just retreat into the world of theoretical physics.
No.
He actively engaged with the political and social issues of his time.
He did.
Using his platform to advocate for a better future.
Absolutely. His experiences, both personal and professional, really shaped his worldview.
Totally.
He also spoke out against racism and social injustice.
Okay.
Drawing on his own encounters with anti-Semitism.
Right.
He saw the interconnectedness of all forms of oppression and believed that fighting for equality and human rights was essential to creating a just and peaceful world.
This side of Einstein, the social activist, is often overshadowed by his scientific achievements.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But it's an important part of his legacy.
It is. He understood that intellectual brilliance without a moral compass wasn't enough.
Right.
He believed that knowledge and innovation should be used to uplift humanity, not harm or divide it.
It's a good lesson.
He even turned down the presidency of Israel when it was offered to him.
He did.
Saying that he wasn't suited for the role.
Right.
It wasn't false modesty.
Right.
It reflected his humility and his focus on the broader issues facing humanity.
Can you imagine Einstein as president?
It's hard to even fathom.
A very different world it might have been.
It would have been, yeah.
But it speaks to his commitment to something larger than himself.
Absolutely.
Did he continue to pursue scientific research in his later years?
He did. His curiosity never waned.
Right.
He continued to search for what he called a unified field theory.
Okay.
A way to connect all the fundamental forces of the universe. Gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. Wow. It was a quest for the ultimate theory of everything.
Wow.
A way to describe the workings of the cosmos in one elegant set of equations.
So even after achieving so much, he never stopped pushing the boundaries of knowledge.
No.
Always searching for those deeper connections, that underlying unity in the universe.
That's right.
Did he ever find this unified theory?
While he made significant progress and laid the groundwork for future research, the unified field theory remained elusive.
Wow.
Even for a mind as brilliant as Einstein's.
Yeah.
It's a problem that still challenges physicists today.
That's amazing.
It's that relentless pursuit of knowledge, that unwavering curiosity that makes his story so inspiring.
It's a reminder that there's always more to learn. Always more to discover, no matter how much we think we know.
Absolutely.
What are your takeaways from Einstein's journey? What lessons do you think we can glean from his life and work?
Einstein famously said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge."
Right.
And his life embodies this idea.
Yeah.
He dared to imagine a universe that was stranger and more wonderful
Yeah.
than anyone had ever conceived. Right. He questioned assumptions, challenged conventional wisdom, and followed his curiosity.
Right.
And in doing so, he expanded the horizons of human understanding.
That's a powerful message for all of us to keep asking questions, to keep exploring,
Yeah,
to never lose that childlike sense of wonder.
absolutely.
And who knows, maybe someday,
Yeah,
inspired by Einstein's example,
right.
one of our listeners will be the one to unlock the secrets of that unified field theory.
I hope so.
Or make some other groundbreaking discovery that changes our understanding of the universe.
Yeah. That's the beauty of science and of the human spirit itself.
Yeah,
This quest for knowledge is an ongoing journey,
it is.
a relay race where each generation builds upon the discoveries of those who came before.
Einstein's legacy is not just his theories,
Right.
but the inspiration he provides to continue that journey.
To keep exploring the unknown.
Yeah.
And to never stop asking, what if?
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the extraordinary life and enduring legacy of Albert Einstein.
It's been a pleasure.
From his groundbreaking theories
Right.
to his unwavering commitment to peace and social justice, he left an indelible mark on the world.
He did.
His story reminds us that even amidst the complexities and challenges of history,
Yeah.
the human spirit of curiosity, creativity, and compassion can shine through,
It can.
illuminating the path towards a brighter future.
I agree.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.